Hi, everyone. My name is Tabitha Mestis. I am a junior, a transfer student from PCC. Um, let's see, what do I do for fun? Just sit in quiet time. I have two small babies, a 3-year or 2-year-old and a 1-year-old and a 10-year-old. So when it's quiet, that's what I do for for my fun. Um,
Me too.
and then how am I handling the pandemic? I don't know. Kind of like ebbs and flows for me, some weeks and periods are really good and I'm like, oh, I've really let go of needing structure and things are well, and other weeks I'm like, I need to go cry in the shower because it's been a tough week. So um overall, wow, like, I'm still doing well in school. Well, I did last semester. We'll see about this semester. And
How do you like online, the Zoom classes?
I think that we would definitely have I think that we would get more in person. Um, but I'm okay with doing online. Um, so it's not a huge thing for me. How about you?
I see going into it, I was just like not want I want to do in-person classes. I get so much more out of them, and but it's I mean it's not as bad as I was expecting when we first started doing the Zoom classes. I just like that face-to-face interaction with people.
Mm-hmm.
And especially for like school things, like it's just better to have that interaction for me, but it's not as bad. I was expecting it to be a lot worse than what it was,
Yeah,
but like the pandemic just wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be.
yeah. I'm hoping they keep the I hope they keep the flexibility
Yeah.
just because so I take the kids to a sitter, um and the university's like way out of my way. So for me it's just kind of, a little simpler things, that's all.
Yeah. So my name is Elizabeth Archuleta. I go by Lisa. I always have Elizabeth. Just sounds weird saying it even. I'm a junior as well. Um, for fun, I have a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and six-year-old twins, and an almost 14-year-old. So I don't have a lot of downtime. So like just like you said, when it's quiet, that's like, okay, that's my time to just kind of breathe.
Yes.
We before the pandemic, we would like go to the park and just little things like that, but there's just not much downtime. Um, the pandemic, it I didn't really go out a whole lot before, so it wasn't like a huge change for me just because I'm so used to just, I stay at home with my kids. I'm a single mom. I didn't really go anywhere. So like, not being able to gather in groups, that wasn't really affecting me much because I didn't do that beforehand. So it didn't change a whole lot for me other than like my kids' school. That getting two 6-year-olds to do online class all day was a nightmare. And then my 4-year-old would do Head Start, so she wouldn't do it all day long. It would be two 30-minute sessions a day. And even that was hard for her, but my twins was just a nightmare because
I
they,
can't
they want to
imagine.
see their friends, and so they'll start playing with each other. And I'm like, no, sit down, do your work, and then you can have a break. So other than school, I think it just didn't really change a whole lot. But they just went back to in person last week, so they were excited. I was excited.
Yes, yes. Um, my 10-year-old is still doing um, remote learning. They just sent out a survey to us to see if they want to go back. I'm hoping um, I'm okay with like the hybrid model where they do two days there and 2 days home.
That's what
Um,
my oldest does.
yeah. So I'm not fearful of the virus. I think that I'm just like aware of the things that could
Right.
happen. So um, I think we might still see like an after gathering surge, and then with the new strain that's out, I'm like,
Right.
I also agree that like I think especially the kids learn a lot better in person.
Oh, absolutely. Because I think
So,
just being at home is just a distraction for them, especially kids. Like, I know it's harder for me to do stuff at home than if I'm
hmm
actually in a classroom, but I can't imagine how much of a struggle it is for especially younger kids.
um, so my my 10-year-old, so first he pulled not not submitting assignments, and then we got him to submit them, and then he turned it into turning in incomplete work so I wouldn't get a notification that was missing work. Okay, so we talked about that, and we got that figured out. Then he started deleting the teacher's slides to do like
Oh,
less of the work. hmm
wow. It's crazy how much kids can learn technology. It's just crazy.
And like to see that level of deception just like keep getting smarter, I was like, dude. So, on top of our schoolwork and parenting the little ones, now I've got to go back and like get in depth with his schoolwork, not just like checking the missing assignments, not just checking his work. I've got to be in touch with the teacher to make sure he's not submitting or deleting her work. So it's been wild. It's been a wild ride.
For sure.
Well, um, I think we should. Okay, I, we'll chat after. All right. Well, I'm going to stop recording. This is our group, Tabitha and Lisa, and I think I speak for both of us when I say we're excited to meet the rest of everybody in our class.
Absolutely.